Most scariest and chilling footage captured. Hey everybody, welcome to the top 11. It's October and much awaited Halloween 2020 is here, so I truly believe it's never too late or early for some spooky content this month. And besides, 2020 is a horror movie in itself. A little spookiness won't hurt. So in today's video, we're going to go over the top 11 most scariest and chilling footages captured. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the craziest and spookiest things I've seen or heard in a while. Number 11, Haunted Hotel. Hotels are fun. Everyone loves to spend a few days or nights in the hotel simply enjoying the luxurious treatment. Well, everything goes well while you roam in the hotel lobby until there's extremely weird things going on in the hotel. I mean, the horror movies and everything have suggested that hotels are indeed haunted places. I learned that too. And believe me, my fellow horror movie lovers, that the fact that you learn from the movies is indeed true learning. And this event has proved us right. In this video captured, it shows a hotel. The man points the camera to the ceiling by the lift, and after a while, and suddenly, the ceiling opens. You should think it's an accident, but no, because a while after it opens, and the next moment it closes up back to normal, and it happens a few times, much like a mouth. I mean, if it was for me, I would run away from my life while also trying not to pee my pants. Number 10, Paranormal Swing. Swings. Of course, we all love swings. Child or adult, we all love swings. It has good memories and it's surprisingly very calming, but that won't be it when it's moving simply as if someone is swinging on it. That would be eerily scary. This footage was captured by a father of 2 young girls. He so happened to take his 2 girls out to the park to play on a very quiet and calm day. The park was empty and there was no one around, no wind, and one swing among the few was just swinging on its own, as if someone is pushing while there is someone on it. Well, it's chilling considering that the only one moving, and that too perfectly. If it was like someone had pushed it and went, then trust me, that won't move so smoothly. It is paranormal and quite creepy, and even the little girls refuse to play in the park. Number 9, Baby Figure. I believe that the creepiest of all is when it involves a baby, isn't it? Well, for me it is. This was a video which was captured by a TikTok user. This video was captured by him and his group of friends when they were hanging out in the night. They were enjoying the young night until they spotted the shadow of a small figure far away. Wouldn't exactly tell it's a dwarf, though. Okay, suppose it could have been. One dwarf enjoying, but when it appears in 2 places? At first he spotted this dark figure in front of a lit building and open ground, and later the same shadow was captured in front of another building by the roadside. By then, what was creepier was that the figure kept on standing still. Absolutely. Doing nothing. And later, it just disappears. Like the wind. Number 8, Sinister Pale Man. Well, at the beginning of this video, it wouldn't look like something scary. It's just a man in his house living in a rather silent and creepy neighborhood. The man is apparently shooting his neighborhood, possibly showing the dark neighborhood devoid of any light. Surprisingly enough, it was a rather very remote area as it seems, so the man goes about to turn his camera around his house and shows a nearby abandoned house. The next second, he runs away. You wouldn't quite see what happened there. But if you zoom in and see, you'll notice a man with a pale face and dark body standing behind and staring creepily. The creepy zombie man stood there for a while, obviously. The man holding the camera thought it was his neighbor until he faded just like that. Number 7, Mystic Chair. This video is rather a chilly one and a very quick turn of events. One moment is a happy couple and the next they are absolutely terrified. This moment was captured when a husband was trying to capture the moment of his wife learning to play golf inside their house. Just the basics to hold the stick and all. He was shooting her and she was practicing when suddenly their front door opened. The husband kept the phone and went to check who it was but found no one outside. And suddenly, one of the chairs from their dining table, which was properly tucked, moved away. Well, I don't know what was the cause of this paranormal thing, but I would surely run away like her for my life. Number 6, Ghost Baby. I am telling you, babies are scary, especially toddlers. Anything might happen to them and they won't speak. I mean, even if they see something unusual, they would either cry or laugh. Unpredictable, but there's nothing as scary as a baby who's being watched or possessed by a ghost. 2014 movie Annabelle shows a glimpse of how scary it is when the ghost or spirit is behind a baby. On that note, make sure you add this movie to your list of most amazing top 10 or simply top 10 scary doll movies to watch this Halloween. And perhaps I think I should consider doing a movie reaction video next time on this list. Anyways, this footage shows a baby who is a toddler, barely can even stand. The event was captured by the baby camera. The baby woke up from sleep and stood up barely holding the crib, but suddenly, the baby went on to climb to the edge of the crib and stood there for a while, and suddenly fell in the crib and started crying. This is indeed scary because a toddler still sleeping in a crib wouldn't stand on the edge like that. And what's scarier is that he stands up and his eyes glow and let out an eerie scream. So guys, I'll give you some useful information. Make sure that you always check on your babies when they're asleep. Keep your baby monitors with you on the go always. Number 5, creepy shadow. Shadows are creepy. There's no lie in that. This CCTV footage and many more just proved that. This is a paranormal sight caught by a CCTV on the pavement or road of some place. It is perhaps in the nighttime, in the midnight as well. At first, you see a man just walking across. Then something unusual happens. There are bits of papers and wrappers lying on the ground, and right after the man walks, the papers and wrappers start moving. Well, you would think it's the wind at first until you see a shadow moving across. No person for miles, and the shadow, what seems to be a little that it would possibly belong to a kid, is seen walking across. This one is scary much, though it is simple that I decided to keep this in the top 5 in today's list. Number 4, creeping inside the hotel room. Hotel rooms are scary and eerily quiet at times, or perhaps always, in even apartment hallways. Oof, chills. This footage was caught on CCTV installed in the hallway of what looked like an apartment or perhaps maybe a hotel. In this video, the door of a room quietly and slowly opens on its own and there's no one around. It opens on its own and no one enters for a while. Neither anyone comes out from the room. Then suddenly you see a shadow creeping inside the room, coming from the other end of the hallway. Once the shadow gets inside the room, whose door has been mysteriously opened, the door yet again closes with a thud. On its own. And trust me when I say that at this point, I'm scared of my own shadow. Number 3, hell inside home. This video was uploaded by a YouTuber, and he describes this video as the last moments of a scared man's life. You can fathom now how scary this can be. The video starts with a man who is in a hurry, taking rapid breaths and literally on the verge of having the worst panic attack ever in his life. When he finally takes a deep breath to stop shaking, enough for him to take this video, the first thing you see is arms, one by one, coming from the roof, and then from every wall, reaching for him, and each arm doing it differently. Then little arms start creeping up from the floor and door as well. There are arms everywhere, and suddenly an eye starts appearing on the wall, and this happens. What you see is scary, and for that man, it was even scarier. He shouted and cried, and this figure or scary thing he saw was the last thing he saw. Well, if it was staged, it doesn't change the fact that it is convincing and scary. That's so much scary that it can possibly take some spot in the top 5 list of scary videos. Number 2, sinister figures on the hill. This was a sinister encounter of the YouTuber Amer from Saudi Arabia, who went on to explore abandoned houses and areas. Well, simply putting, he enjoyed doing paranormal investigations. So one fine night, Amer went on to explore the hill areas of Saudi Arabia where he believed in the past cult rituals and witches lived. He was simply roaming in and about in these scattered buildings when in one particular building, he saw a sinister dark figure with glowy eyes looking at him intently. He moved closer towards the figure, and there was nothing. He searched every nook and corner of the building and found nothing, but felt as if something was moving around. He searched and found nothing and went out, and then he saw from another building's window the same dark figure looking at him. Again it disappeared, and in no time he felt it everywhere. And then there were unexplained yelling and shouting, which is scary considering he is miles away from the city. I mean, this was surely scary considering Amer himself ran away. Number 1, haunted brew. This was an investigation led by the YouTubers Paranormal Twins, the ghost hunters who do pretty terrifying ghost adventures. This was to find the mystery of the haunted brew in California that was built in 1862. Over the course of more than 100 years, this building went through a lot of changes. It was a hotel, restaurant, bar, a doctor's clinic for a while, and even a mortuary. Now you must be thinking that it would be dead bodies haunting this place, but No, many people in the neighborhood often reported spotting a woman in heels pacing near the window on the second floor, and also a man's figure behind the bars. What turned out really spooky about when a grand lady and her granddaughter went to the brew to meet her friend who works there. Everything went well until the little girl started laughing and playing with a girl whom she addressed Sophie. Except for there was no one named Sophie. And the fact that there was a spirit ghost, a girl named Sophie, was proved by the paranormal twins. And guess what their camera even captioned? An image of a man taking form, which perhaps is the man who is always spotted behind the bar. And that's it for today's video. But I bet there are many other true scary stories out there. Comment down below your reactions to these videos and perhaps send us some reaction videos. And also feel free to share your horror stories and other scary stories with us. Please subscribe to the Top 11 YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our amazing videos. Check out this playlist of my personal favorite videos on this channel about some really crazy and interesting clips. The best top 11 videos on YouTube. Don't ask why it is top 11 and not top 10 or most amazing top 10, because we believe the extra one is needed because top 11 sounds magical. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.